Hey, all, Michael Lunsford here, Citizens for a New Louisiana. And as a reminder, we're going through these series of local candidates that are running for office. This is Michelle Odinet, and she's running for city court judge. This is one of the many positions that's coming up on the ballot on November the 3rd. It's not just the President of the United States. We have a lot going on. So before you show up and are surprised with the ballot that's this long, here's an opportunity. Educate yourself with what's going to be on your ballot so that you're informed when you go into the booth and you're not surprised. Of course, if you're tuning into this video, you're probably the person everyone in your neighborhood calls to find out who they should vote for anyway. So this is an opportunity for you to get to know all of the candidates. So here we go. This is Miss Michelle Odinet, and we're going to talk about city court. And I know we've done a little bit about all the different things, but what exactly is city court? What kind of cases come before it? What's it all about?
Well, thank you for having me, Michael. City court is a court that hears traffic tickets. It hears juvenile delinquencies, which include anything from disturbing the peace to murder. It handles adult misdemeanors, OWIs. It handles eviction court and small claims court and obligations court. Essentially, it's a court that affects all individuals in our community because somewhere or another, someone's going to get a traffic ticket, someone's going to misstep at the law, or hopefully someone's not going to have an eviction issue, but it affects everyone.
All right, so there are several judicial seats on the ballot. It's not just city court. We have district court. A lot of folks don't realize what the difference between the two are. So what's different about, I know everyone knows the district court is the big tall building over here. Not many people know where city court is. So we talked about city. How is district different than city court?
Well, district court handles the felonies. City court only handles misdemeanors.
Okay.
City court handles your traffic tickets only within the city, whereas district court's going to handle them throughout the parish. Mm-hmm. District court does handle juvenile matters. The civil matters that district court handles are matters that involve huge corporations for hundreds of thousands of dollars, whereas city court, it's matters under $20,000.
Okay.
So that's the difference. City court is a court of the people. City court is a court where people need to be able to come, resolve their matters, and keeping in mind that a lot of these matters could potentially land someone on the street because they don't have a lot of money.
Right.
Okay.
Now, we'd also talked a few minutes ago, before we got started, about how there are folks that will come into city court that also have things pending at district court. So that's something else, another dynamic of all this that's going on.
Frequently that happens. With a lot of our traffic stops, our traffic tickets, those are the probable cause for the large drug arrest.
Gotcha.
So we do have a lot of those cases. Typically, someone gets in trouble in district court, and they've got pending charges in city court or vice versa. We do get a couple of cases here and there where people don't have anything on their record and they've misstepped, and they're here in city court. It's a great opportunity to help put these people on the right path, mm-hmm. help them become productive members of our community, and Yeah,
now we talked about a little public service that you've been involved in here locally as well. I mean, you bring up getting people back on the right track. What are some areas that aren't necessarily in the judicial system where you've been involved in that?
Well, I had the opportunity to be involved with Clearport, which is an organization that's located on the north side of town, where they help tutor kids from the north side. They work in conjunction with the teachers. If the children do X amount of tutoring hours, they're allowed access into the facility where they have state-of-the-art computers, they have basketball, they feed the kids, they mentor the kids, they teach them the skills that they need to become successful members of our community. They also provide ACT testing, and they help them with their college applications and trade school applications. So I was also involved, I was on the board at Rape Crisis when I was at the Lafayette Parish DA's office, when I was a domestic violence prosecutor. I loved being involved in that because it felt like I was working with a team. We were all trying to help these women get back on, in the right place in life.
That's great. So it sounds like you're very passionate about your work, and you're passionate about your nonprofit work as well. So tell me, what were some of the reasons, what was your primary motivation for getting involved in running for office?
Well, I think my passion is nothing is more rewarding than helping another individual and giving them the skills to become a productive member of our community. Like the old saying goes, you can give a man a fish, feed him for a day, give him a fishing pole, and he can fish for a lifetime. That is one thing that I would like to be able to help members of our community, those that misstep, help them become productive members of our community, help our community, and and then if they don't want the help, they will know that we will hold them accountable to what the law, requires. But at least give them the help to be accountable.
Yeah, there is a balance. Certainly, first-time offenders deserve a little bit of, a little bit more help, and repeat offenders, I know we talked about this a minute ago, maybe need to feel a little bit more of the justice side of things. Do you remember any time in the past where you were able to kind of turn someone away from maybe a path that would have gone poorly and help them onto the right path?
I've had many opportunities, and after leaving the DA's office, people have come up to me and shared their stories. And there's so many people and so many victims. They become faceless members, but you try to make the right decision. And I had this one family member come to me and thank me because their aunt had been struggling with narcotics and narcotics convictions. And they came to me. They were at wit's end. They were lost. She was looking at going to jail for a very long time. She was ready to make a change. And they told me I stopped what I was doing and found her a bed and put her in treatment and held the charges over her head until she was completely clean. And come to find out, was clean, stayed clean, got married, and has a family. And
That's great.
So hearing those stories, it makes me feel good.
Yeah, it's great to hear that kind of stuff goes on. I know not a lot of this stuff makes the papers. The papers only want to talk about the bad things.
Right.
But when you have the good things happen, it's so great to hear that it's even here locally, right here in Lafayette. So Michelle Odinet, running for City Court Judge here in Lafayette. So if you would like, go ahead and finish up and just tell everybody maybe why you're the best choice, and we'll finish with that.
Well, I would appreciate y'all voting for me. I've been licensed to practice for 27 years. Lafayette City Court is the people's court. It's a court where the judge does not need to be speaking from the pulpit and preaching to the choir. It's a court where the judge needs to show these individuals how to become successful, productive members of our community, where the judge walks through the same entrance every day that all of the citizens walk through. I plan to bring my prosecutorial and the public defender perspective to the bench. I plan to listen to every single individual who comes before the court. I will treat everyone with dignity and respect, and I will uphold the law, and I will not legislate from the bench.
Excellent. So Ms. Michelle Odinet, she has a Facebook page, website. What's the web address?
www.odinetforjudge.com.
All right. Well, listen, it's incumbent upon you to educate yourself. There's a lot on this ballot. Ms. Michelle is just one. We have other candidates coming. We're going to be talking about this in the weeks ahead. Well, thank you so much for coming in. And it's Michelle Odinet.
Yes.
What's the website again?
www.odinetforjudge.com.
Okay, and obviously she's on Facebook as well. So be sure to connect with her if you'd like to have any questions or any dialogue about her candidacy. It's also going to have some great information. This is a short video, so hopefully a lot more deep information, if you want to do your own research, is available on that Facebook and her website. So check it out, and we'll look forward to seeing y'all again soon.
Thank you.